During Mass for the feast of Saints Peter and Paul, Pope Francis blessed the palliums worn by archbishops. The woolen bands worn around the shoulders are a sign of a shepherd's responsibility for his flock. Several of the archbishops appointed over the past year were called to minister to flocks in turmoil because of the clerical sexual abuse crisis. Archbishop Wilton Gregory of Washington was one of the archbishops who received his pallium from the Pope after the Mass. Archbishop Michael Burns was an auxiliary bishop in Detroit when Pope Francis tapped him to minister in Guam amid turmoil surrounding abuse allegations against the previous archbishop and concerns about his administration of the archdiocese. A Vatican court later found former Archbishop Anthony Apparon guilty of the sexual abuse of minors.
When I first got there, we were being picketed. Again, there was this, a kind of animosity towards my predecessor and a distrust of who's this guy that's coming in. Well, I remember, so my first time going to the cathedral for Mass is I had to go through the picket line. But after a few months, they laid down their picket signs and walked into the church for Mass. So there was a little level of peace and a certain kind of endorsement that I was going in the right direction.
Archbishop Peter Comensoli of Melbourne also was named to head a local church marked by suffering and struggle after accusations of abuse.
There's all sorts of ways in which the church in Melbourne has been in considerable difficulty. Our people are suffering quite deeply. They too take on a sense of the brokenness of those who have been so deeply wounded by sexual abuse, the horror of it, and our own people more generally. So for all of our people in Melbourne, there has been some very, very deep suffering and struggle, anger, it needs to be named, deep disappointment and disheartenment. So all of those sorts of realities are there. That's part of the gospel.
Il palio ricorda la pecorella che il pastore è chiamato a portare sulle spalle. È segno che i pastori non vivono per se stessi, ma per le pecore. È segno che per possederla la vita bisogna perderla, donarla,